I hope that they like the family drama aspect of it and that it fits into a psychological thriller category in a way that some slasher movies don't. That it has a little bit more teeth to the story than some horror films or what genre people may think. So I think it can spread beyond just the horror audience.
I feel like this kind of stands alone, which is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. I felt like it was kind of like a unique script. It sort of reminded me of like thrillers from like the 80s, 90s. So I feel like it sort of stands alone.
Well, it's an original, and James and I have both been lucky enough to be involved in lots of movies that have lots of franchises, and so it's always fun, to do an original. And Megan was an original last year, so it's very important to both of us that we keep making original horror movies, not just sequels, and that's what Night Swim is.
Some part of us knows that we don't belong in water anymore, and that we get knocked down the totem pole very quickly. Like we're not the apex predator in water. Like things can hurt us in water that couldn't on land. We're vulnerable, and I think it just taps into that kind of primal state of like weakness. Like we're not on top of the food chain in the water. So I love getting to toy with that and use that against the audience and make them feel that. Yeah.
And the concept of a scary haunted swimming pool is something that hasn't been done before. And I love that idea. I've done enough, haunted house, ghost stories and all that, but I've never done a scary haunted swimming pool idea. And the fact that we all have swimming pool at home these days just meant that it's a very sort of relevant concept here.
I think there's nothing scarier than your imagination, and what's in the dark and the unknown, and a swimming pool where there's this water underneath you is just, there's too much unknown, especially at night.
Expect to be scared, expect to challenge the way that you feel about pools, but also expect to see hopefully a cult classic in the future.